The past 6 months, I've been building AI automations, and in 2025, I'm predicting we're gonna do 3 million in revenue selling AI automations and SaaS applications. In this video, I'm gonna give you the minimum software stack that you need to get started and copy exactly what I'm doing. This video is especially important if you're using the blueprints I'm giving you. My main goal here on YouTube is to give you all of my AI automations for free and teach you how to sell them. And I do that all in my community called Kevs No Code Academy. But you need to know what tools I'm talking about and what they do to actually implement these automations, even if I'm giving them to you for free. So if you're able to sit through this 10-minute video, then I guarantee you're gonna come out of this with a ton of knowledge. Let's dive into this video. I'm gonna show you all of the tools. I'm gonna show you how each one of them works, why I use it, and that's why I have these pictures at the top of the screen, because each one of these tools tie into one of my current applications or something that I'm gonna be building for the future, so it's easy for you guys to understand what they do. Tool number one, guys, is Makecom, and this is where all of the automations that I'm creating are going. And so this is one of the best seamless workflows because the user interface is actually something that no coders can understand. You're simply just interacting with steps in a module, and that's really easy for people to start understanding how softwares speak to each other. What's most overlooked here is the fact that you can download blueprints in your Make automations and send it to an LLM to break down. And so it's all about just working through the problems and asking the AI models how to fix them. You can also bring your concept to market. And so with AutoDub, for example, when we first launch, it's going to be running on Make.com as the backend solution. Next up, guys, is your LLM. So I'm going to be choosing Claude in this example because from what I'm seeing, it's the most powerful large language model. The OpenAI API can do multiple different things. It has a vision tool, it has an image tool, it has a text tool. And so in this example, I could show you a couple automations that I use OpenAI APIs for. And so the first one is a vision tool. And so that will fit in the fitnessautomations.io breakdown. We can now sell body fat percentage scanners to fitness influencers to sell to their community. We can sell overall physique analysis to their community. We can even sell like workout form analysis to their community. And that is all in the vision tool. And you could do transcription tools, a lot of these new script generations, or a lot of these automatic upload and video creation automations. You're gonna have to create your own script, and so that's also doable through OpenAI. You can also build out like analytics tools. This thing is basically like Pandora's box. It can do a bunch of things at the same time. And for Make.com automation specifically, it's extremely powerful. Simplest way to think about this is your database. So this is where all the information goes to run these automations. It also has a really beautiful interface. Some other databases are quite confusing in the user interface and how it looks. And so Airtable in that sense is very seamless. But what I love the most about Airtable, and you'll see these in my tutorials, is these automation triggers. And so when a field gets filled out, it'll automatically send that field to Make.com to run the automation. And so an example of this is, let's say we need a user's video to run an automation, and the user actually inputs the video. So once they input that video, it'll automatically go into Airtable. And Airtable will send a trigger to Make to actually run this entire automation. And so we love Airtable. Next up, guys, we have Appify. Now, Appify is basically just a website that has a bunch of different APIs. And so that's just a bunch of different software tools that you can use in your Make automation. And what they're really specializing in recently is web scraping tools. And so what I'm using Appify for is my lead generation automations. If I need someone's email information, if I need influencers' usernames on certain social media platforms, if I need to see their metrics, if I need to scrape their video ideas, if I need to scrape their scripts, this does all of that. $49 a month to start, and it goes up from there. Now, this is the best voice clone software tool in the entire world, but where it's really powerful is the fact that they have now integrated into so many other applications. And so one of the big integrations that I'm going to talk about a little bit later is how it integrates directly into HeyGen. And HeyGen is something that we're working on for fitnessautomations.io and for the No Code Academy, where you can literally create a clone of yourself with your own voice and upload it automatically. So you can just start creating a personal brand of yourself with an automation. 11 Labs allows you to connect that voice to HeyGen. So in one automation, you're gonna have a cloned version of yourself speaking like you, and you're gonna have gestures that look identical to how you talk and how your cadence is. It does multi-step integrations. So if you grab a text from ChatGPT, you grab the voice ID from 11 Labs, and then you grab a video from HeyGen, it'll put it all together in that automation step. So, I mean, you can't really ask for much more there. Now, HeyGen, right? So this is the best video clone software that's out there, and they have an API integration, which is our newest cutting edge automation that we are working on at Kevs No Code Academy, and it'll be releasing to you guys because I think you guys can sell this for at least $1,000 a month, and the pricing of this software is $99. So let's say the entire overhead cost for this specific automation to sell is like $300 to $400 a month. So you just need one client to break even, but I think you can sell this to like hundreds of clients at $1,000 a month. What's up, guys? Is JsontoVideo. Now, JsontoVideo is slept on. It's an underdog, it's underrated, but basically what it does is it'll grab elements of any video and then combine it with elements of any other video. And so in this example, for auto dub, it's one of the steps that we have in our automation where we are grabbing a video from a previously uploaded file and we're grabbing a brand new audio and we're merging them together with a lip sync. The only way that that was possible was with JsontoVideo. It also does captions, texts, overlays. And what's crazy about JsontoVideo is that it's always improving. And so eventually in one prompt, you're gonna be able to edit entire videos with captions, overlays, B-rolls, sound effects, zoom ins, all of that. So Cloud Convert, right? Converts any file to any other type of file. And so a lot of these large language models, they're not able to take in video files. So if you need like a transcript of a video, you have to then grab that video, send it to Cloud Convert so it turns it into an MP3, and then send that MP3 into a ChatGPT, for example, so that ChatGPT can actually read the entire file. It's also free for a very, very long time. Basically build a brand new AI. Let me explain. Replicate is a website where people build their own APIs and they launch them on this website for people to use. And so the example that I want to use here, guys, is all of my thumbnails that you see. All of these pictures of me are trained models of different image generators. And so the image generator that we use is called Flux, but now it's fine-tuned to use my face. You can deploy it to Hugging Face, and all of a sudden you have a live AI model that is specifically trained on whatever you trained it on. I can then run a prompt through this fine-tuned model to, have me wearing a business suit, have me wearing a Superman suit. The entire scope of Replicate is the fact that you can look at all of these different API tools that are available and you can fine-tune them, so then you can then essentially create a brand new use case, a brand new fine-tuned model that you can then import into your Make.com automations. Tool number 10, it's Softer, okay? And Softer is just a front-end hosting platform, but they just make it so seamless and easy for people that build automations to now turn them into SaaSes. And I'm gonna be creating a full tutorial that's gonna probably take like an hour, hour and a half on this entire project very soon, because AutoDub's about to launch and I'm going to be using Airtable, Make, and Softer to make that happen. And so you guys are going to basically see 8 or 9 of the 10 tools in that one tutorial. Now, the minimum viable tech stack price is around $860 a month. For the first month, guys, like 95% of these softwares are free. You can get all of this understood for about $10. And you can launch your products and start making automation sales before even having to pay for the entire tech stack. So that's something to keep in mind. The tech stack price isn't something I'd worry about. It's just all about getting started and making these sales. That's about it, guys. I'll see you in the community.